Welcome back, guys. I am Gregory Ruffin, the producer as well as the founder of Real Life Reality as well as POV. I am here with, of course, some of our great co-hosts, Misha and Richard. We are missing someone, Dante. He will be back. But we decided to go in a different direction with the show. Rather than just focus on, gay topics, we wanted to make it more narrow and focus on black gay issues as well as black gay topics. So moving forward, I will be joining the co-hosts, Richard, Misha, as well as Dante, and bring you these different topics. We're going to be talking about politics, we're going to be talking about entertainment, we're going to be talking about law, we're going to talk about finance, we're going to be talking about sex, relationship, we're going to talk about all different things. So, let's sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Thank you so much. Welcome back to Black Gay Perspective. I am here with the amazing co-host Misha, as well as Richard. We are missing someone, Dante. He had a family emergency, but he will be joining us very soon.
And we wish you all the best.
What have y'all been up to since we wrapped last year, like the holidays? Like, what's been going on with you?
Same old. Work every day, do my hair, wash my dog, eat, sleep. Same old. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
I love the doggies. Well, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes.
It's 2023 now.
And someone just had a birthday.
Oh yeah, and I just turned
weekend.
33, so yeah, my Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
Just life been life, trying to be great, stay great. Just life.
Gotcha.
And how about you?
Just work. We just wrapped to Real Life and Music, of course, as well as Real Life Philanthropy.
We are excited for that.
Tune in.
Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. It was a lot, and I enjoy. I actually enjoy more being in the field than post production. Post production is my downer, but I have to do it because it's But what I have done this year, I hired editors and different things. I don't have to worry about it. But post production is I actually like filming. I actually like being. It's nothing like being on set and you getting the shade.
Being in the midst of it all.
Yeah.
Already going down.
So that's what I did all summer, and then of course, the holidays we just wrapped. We had the Real Life and Reality first look.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't there. We missed you, but it was really great. We had some great people come out from different other reality shows. K-Star hosted. It was really great. It was a good time overall. So it was good.
And we changed the name from PLV to
Black Gay Perspective or the Black Gay Perspective.
Send in your questions on that topic, and whatever you say, we will go with.
Yeah. I'm trying to, whatever works. So
we would love your input on that.
We would.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to join you guys so we can have some really deep conversation, different perspective. We might not all agree, but I feel like we all have respect for each other. So we don't want to get to where it was a table.
It was.
We want a little spice,
Yeah,
it
of
was
course.
a little too spicy for
It
us.
was.
Last time,
Yeah.
I think it was a little too spicy because we want y'all to be entertained, but we want to also be able to educate. Y'all at the same
And
time.
as a Black Christian woman, I apologize for my part.
Not a Black Christian.
For my part in that, because I should have known better. I shouldn't let no one get me to that point to get out of my seat. I apologize to everybody who watched it. I apologize to Bryson on and off camera. And when we see each other, it's not like, oh, I don't know her. It's not like that.
Yeah.
We do speak. We don't hold up. We're not going to the same family reunion, but we do speak. So it's none of that. So, that was last year or a year before, so we're here now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, on that note, guys, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with some of our topics. Welcome back to Gay Black Perspective. So on our topics, we have our production meeting on last week, and it came up. We was talking about a lot of people. I was at a friend house, right? and we was talking about black issues versus gay issues, and we was having a conversation about which one do you more identify with. And I was telling them, just based upon who I am, where I come from, that if I had to pick, I would pick more black rights versus gay rights.
Right, because black defines you, gay does not define.
I want to raise a question to the panel, to my co-hosts today. What issue do you guys, which rights do you identify with more? Are you kind of like more on the black rights issues or the gay rights issue?
Me,
yeah.
That's a hard question. It's not hard for you?
No.
It's hard for me because before they see gay, they see black. And some people see gay before they see black. You know, so, that's kind of hard for me.
And then I also, we also raised a question like, do you think it's fair that they compare black human rights to gay rights? Because now some people are saying like the gay rights is as important as the black gay rights back then. But then I'm kind of like, I don't know, because I'm not saying that you choose to be gay, right? Because I don't think that no one chooses to be gay. Like I don't choose to like be attracted to same sex. Yeah. But I do choose to go to gay clubs. I do choose to like, you know. Right, but I still choose to do that. Like I choose to participate in the activity. No one never have to know that I'm attractive to the same sex, because you know that is not based on me being feminine or masculine.
But they do know that you're black because
exactly.
They see that.
So just because of that, is it fair to say that gay rights is as important as human?
I think for me it is. Like for me, it's never a and or. Like it's never an and or. It's both. For me, like it's both of them.
But you can't walk on both sides of the medium.
The way I see it is that when there's a black issue, I'm always going to come from a black gay perspective, and when there's a gay issue, I'm still going to also come from a gay perspective.
But listen, though,
at the same time,
what if it was two components where you had to pick,
right?
Like a gay issue versus the right issue?
I think that question in of itself is unfair to ask of black gay people, because we live in a world where both of those identities are oppressed. Okay. I'm oppressed as a black person, and then I'm even further oppressed as a gay person. So put both of them together.
But take this into consideration too. A lot of our black perspective come from this Western culture, and what I mean by that, to be gay is just me to be attractive or just love same.
And you go the extra mile.
Exactly. That have nothing to do with the clothes. That have nothing to do with going to the gay club. That have nothing to do with me switching. That have nothing to do with none of that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so all of that is what we choose to participate in versus someone just not liking
those
me.
laws that are going to be made around black people are also going to impact me as a gay person. So I don't want just black laws that focus on just black, or legislation or black policy that focuses on the lives of black people. I'm a black person, but I believe in the diversity of black people, and within that diversity, I'm a gay person. I'm a black gay person at the same time. So I don't think about law or legislation just from a black perspective. Right. I have to also think about, as a black person, I am also gay, so those like I don't want my life to. I don't want to live my life halfway. Like if there's a lot of black issues.
Do you think it's fair to put both of them on the same?
No, it's not. No, because you can't choose.
Yeah.
You can't choose.
And I'm not going
That's
to
what
choose.
I'm saying. You can't choose.
I'm not going
to. But
choose.
I'm saying the conversation where they saying that gay rights are as important as
I believe
they are. They are.
But do you think they like? Come on, let's just
civil rights.
Slavery. As many people died in slavery would never compare to black people being gay in America.
But that happened in their time,
right? But but they trying to say is as in it hold the same weight though. Is my point.
What I'm getting from both of y'all,
both of them are fighting the same beat.
Exactly.
Anti-blackness is all based off of white supremacy,
and
all of it.
But once you kill me,
laws and stuff, that's all coming from white supremacy.
But once you kill me once you kill me as a black person, you can't re-energize me and kill me because I'm trans or I'm gay. So which one gonna cut my neck first?
I feel
which one's gonna cut my neck first?
I feel that black rights are more important than gay rights.
Because I'm black first.
Exactly.
I'm black first.
I identify more with black issues. I'm more on the front line for black issues than I am with gay issues.
Yeah.
Because the way the Western world have contaminated the black culture in terms of being gay, you gotta wear this, you gotta go to a gay club. All it is a choice.
Of course.
Yeah, I feel like the black culture is bland as fuck without gay people. Without the black gay aesthetic and about the black gay culture, black culture would be bland. Even everything
I get
Black
that.
history has shown that queer people who are black
We bring
have
the
led
sauce.
all the movements.
Yeah, we bring the sauce.
We bring the sauce. We create the change. We even in black issues, it's been black queer people
that led the fight.
So there's no way you need to. I know I don't have to choose one or the other.
Okay,
Yes, I realize as a black man, that's my number one fight because I am black first. But I'm going to bring. Anything that I bring,
queer elements too,
is going to come with that. And as a black person, if you can't get with that, then you don't even understand your own history. Like a lot of black people don't realize that black queer people have always existed, even during slavery. And we have led the movement, and we have been the people that have done that.
Men have always been attracted to
and women is always has been. So it's like I don't think we have to. I think asking black people to choose what part of their identity we can't choose, and the black perspective is why. So yes, I would say black issues are important, but black issues include black queer issues. It's not one or the other.
Whether you're out or in.
So when I say black issues, I mean about like in terms of like black people doing for self, black different things like that. So that's what I mean by different things like that. So for me, I know how to separate it. Like for me, I can't. I see the difference. Yeah. I think from your perspective, you're saying that it's together.
It's together. I'm always going to fight the same way you fight. Like, I'm going to fight for issues that deal with black people, right? Always. That's always going to be a thing for me because I'm a black man. Number one, or whatever the issue comes up. So it's going to come from the perspective that, one, I found pride in being a black person who was queer. And I realized my history and the things that we have fought for as black people have been led by the sweat and tears and the work of queer black people. So I'm going to come from that perspective. I'm going to say, yes, I'm a black man, but I'm a black man who happens to be queer. And my perspective is always going to come from that as a black man.
Well, since I'm in the middle, can I grab both of y'all hands and say I agree with both of y'all and I love both of y'all on that note?
I got you. So we want to hear you guys' perspective. So get in the comments below. Let us know. Do you feel like, do you identify more with black issues or gay issue, or... And Richard feel like you can't now have one without the other. So get in the comments, let us know how you feel. And on that note, guys, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more Our Topics. See you in a minute.
Season 3 is a roller coaster.
So if I'm gay, I'm going to hell. But if you lie in your life, you going straight to hell too. Don't let the devil use you.
The real truth was amazing.
I'm not gonna stop. Let me go.
No, I can take my Talk about
When the swisher gets swamped in.
Long time.
Everybody wanted a big splash. You can't get more. I don't know you, girl.
Baby, it went down.
Great God Almighty's gonna cut you down.
Welcome back to the Black Gay Perspective. So, guys, on our next topic, I want to talk about mental health, mental illness. The end of last year, the Trevor Project, I was seeing that they released the report for the past 3 years, and they have seen mental health have went into an upward in terms of the youth, in terms of like. Even though we have all these seemingly laws passed of gay rights, gay marriage accepted, or it seems like a lot of people is being more accepting to the LGBT community when it comes down to marriage, suicide rate is still high amongst the youth.
Gay black youth?
I don't necessarily think it's gay black youth. I think it's like just gay youth in general. Okay. But I want to raise the question in terms of like, in terms of having the black gay perspective. Because I wouldn't be surprised if
some of those teens.
Some of those. No, I wouldn't be surprised if a large amount of that number is black gay.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Because coming from a black gay background, a lot of time black culture like it's not as friendly when it comes down to black, being black, being feminine, and all those different things like that. Why do you guys think that we have all these laws seemingly passed? You have a President Biden, you had President Obama, like. That was for pro-gay marriage. Obama led the gay rights where, made it federal for gay couples can get married. Why do you think
that portion was left out?
No, why do you think that it's on an upward when it's seemingly we have all these laws in place to protect black, gay rights, as well as it's seemingly a lot of more people are more accepting to the LGBTQ community? Why do you still feel like it's up on a climb for the youth?
I think it's for multiple reasons, right? Like, there are multiple. This day and age, in general, young people are at higher risk for suicide in general, right? Just by trying to like exist in the world where social media has made you feel like you got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be that,
like this.
And then the history of homophobia in general, like marriage and all, gay marriage and some laws, it's cute, but like not our own existence is not. I don't think our gay existence is all about getting married. Some of us won't ever get married, so marriage doesn't really have
and then
a major impact on us.
I think that if you're gay and suppressed, you're black, you're whatever, and then you're looking at social media and your body's supposed to be like this, but you look like this, it takes a toll on you because I want to look like that because my mind is in my mind and in my heart I'm supposed to look like that because of Western
But do you think it's more social media or it's more the
it's hand in
black?
It's hand in hand.
Family.
I think it's
hand in hand.
Okay. I think I'm quite sure the large percentage. What we know is that young people of color, young LGBT people of color, are our highest risk for mental health issues, right? And that part of that comes from the cultural backgrounds of people of color, particularly black culture, that tells us that especially black church that tells you that you're an abomination, that you want to go to hell.
Yeah, because you have
all
these
feelings, and you have these feelings that
and
you feel natural.
and you going to church and you hearing this.
Right.
Oh wow!
Like, well, you telling me God loves me, but you telling me God hates this part of me, and it's like,
where do I fit
in? Like, this is who I am. I was born. Like, some of us feel, and then some people have an opinion, but some of us feel like I was born this way.
Like, honestly, though, I'm tell you guys a story. Like, when I was, because I grew up in what most people don't know, consider when I grew up in a cult, but it was like.
Oh, cult?
Yeah, C-U-L-T. But amazing.
It was a C-U-L-T. Vocabulary word of the day.
But no, yeah, I grew up in it. Most people don't know that. But it was the amazing thing about it. We learned a lot of entrepreneurship skill. Like we seen black.
What kind of cult?
It was a church cult. It was a church. It was.
I mean, some people
it was centered
churches
around.
To be a cult.
Right. It was. But no, we was a cult because we couldn't lead a compound.
Let's give him Ruthless. Come on, Ruthless.
Yeah,
Ruthless.
Y'all wore special outfits and all that kind of.
Yeah, we couldn't wear I couldn't wear my foot out. I had to wear men's had to wear their shirt in. We had to wear pants with wear the butt on.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the women had to wear dresses.
That sounds depressing.
Women don't wear pants. You can't wear earrings. Like, we was a strict cult. So a lot of people that came there, they was like, how do y'all do it? Because I grew up I was third generation. So I'm like, this all I know.
You still have family members in this cult to this day?
No, but I still go there. Like, when someone died, we go there. Like,
and it's in Alabama.
It's in Alabama.
Well, that's not surprising.
Right. But I say that to say that, like,
my blouse up around.
They kept all the boys around the boys. Like, we couldn't socialize with girls.
Yeah. Until what age?
Until you get married. Like, they married.
So how you gonna meet them if you can't be around?
Oh yeah. So you didn't date. You didn't do none of that. Right?
You wasn't allowed.
You wasn't allowed. But the point I'm making that, so we was around guys 24/7.
Yeah.
We had a boys' dorm, a girls' dorm. We couldn't even stay with our parents. We had to stay with
your age.
Really giving ruthless on.
Yeah. Oh no, it was ruthless on a
whole nother level.
On a whole nother level. We done it for real.
Wow.
So I say that to say in terms of you, because I remember being smart. I used to have sex with this guy all the time, and it was so good.
You?
Yeah.
Good sex?
But
at the cult?
Come on.
Yeah. Of course, we had to sneak around.
They gotta get a piece. You know they get a piece.
Yeah, but this the thing about it. After I used to go down to the altar and pray because I used to be so I wanted to be anything. I didn't mind being anything. I don't think I didn't want to be as gay. Yeah. Because in that culture where I come from, if you was gay or you were feminine, exactly. They talked about you.
My God.
The guys didn't want to work with you. You couldn't go work in the field. You had to go work at the restaurants and all of that. So I remember the sex used to be so good. But I used to pray about it, and I used to always condemn. Like, so I understand like that feeling where you having that support or not having that support, but as a youth, you so confused.
Yeah, because as a young person, you're still trying to find your identity in general, and when people are telling you,
this is
your part of your identity is no, and you're in your mind like, babe, I'm born this way. I can't control these
and that's how
you're trying to mold yourself.
It was so conflicted because it's like, if it's so wrong, why does it feel so good? So, but as a youth, I was so conflicted. It was like until 18 or 19, I really accepted me for being a homosexual. But at first, I wanted no part of it.
Can I ask you a personal question on that? With the person that you were having sex with, did he come out, or he's still suppressing it, or
no? He out now. Yeah, he out.
Okay, good.
He out now.
But I think black men in general have that issue. Like I think black men in general have.
And that's probably
sexuality.
why the youth is upward because you so conflicted in different things like that.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the main reason why I say it's hard for me. Not hard, like it's
hard.
No,
one to grow.
When you ask the question of like black issues versus gay issues, it's like I can never look at an issue from one perspective, right? Because when you talk about mental health and young people, as a black person who's young, I'm automatically at higher risk than just a regular gay person,
right?
But also too though, and go back to the cult, and you brought it back up about being gay rights versus the black right. For me, even though I was in a cult, I learned something so valuable that we was taught to put black issues first. We was taught black people is the head. White people wasn't over the. So when I came to live in society and what y'all call society, and I'm seeing like black people going through what they going through, like I was like, oh wow,
this
because white people was not.
These issues are
white people was not controlling them.
Right.
It was black people. It was black people in control making $1 million deals. I know a lot of LGBT organization.
Of course.
I don't identify with it. I don't feel like myself.
Because they're white. Because they're white and they're not black.
And that
at
could
the
be
same
a
time.
point. That could be a point.
Yeah.
But I still identify like with the Muslims. Like I know the Muslims don't like the homosexuals.
But you know the rules and the rituals.
Right, but I believe when they say the freedom of black people. I believe I identify so heavy with them where I can go join them and still be gay. I just know how to care about
Okay, I get you now.
You know what I'm saying?
But I can't do that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
You can do it.
I'm not going to do it.
It's a choice that I'm choosing not to.
Honestly though, I have a lot of Muslim friends and they know I'm gay. But when I'm around them, we talk about black stuff. We talk about black shit. I'm in the field working like a nigga, so I know how to do that because where I come from, you had to just do what you had to do. You had to
survive.
Not to survive. We worked.
Well, you were surviving because you were suppressing who you were, so you kind of was surviving.
Yeah, I guess on that perspective. But what I'm saying though, I don't.
You not feeling.
They don't mind me having the gay conversation because we talk about it.
Okay.
It's just a simple fact of. I'm like, I don't think about that when I'm with them. We talking about black issue. We talking about how
my gay lifestyle is at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't believe in it. It's hard for me to. I've just come to a place where I've been able to understand. I am both of those things at the same time. Like, yes, I'm not necessarily every conversation has to be a gay conversation. I agree with that. Like, I don't want to have just
gay talk all the time.
Yeah. If I don't want to just have gay talk all the time. But as a black queer man, at the table, black issues matter to me, period. But what I realized that one of the issues within the black community is that black queer people are not supported. We're being killed and that's an issue for black people in general. Because in every black family, there is a black queer person or black queer families that are existing. We are now in a space where black queer families are trying to exist within black communities. And that's a black issue. That's not just. I get the forefront of like as black people, our number one value should be we should go for ourselves, self-empowerment, like all of those things. But like I feel like issues of black.
So guys, so on that note, I'm sorry, we have to go to break. So on that note, guys, we're gonna go to break. Remember to get in the comments, let us know what you think about this topic in terms of mental health.
And send the question to a specific person.
Yes. Why do we feel that mental health and suicide rate is going upward when we have all of these seemingly laws in place to protect gay people and different things like that? On that note, guys, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back with more our topics. So,
what makes my life real?
What makes my life real? What make my life real?
What makes me a regular person
is the fact that I'm ubiquitous in this grind, so you cannot miss me.
I want to live, love, laugh, and learn just like the next person.
When you cut me, I bleed.
Making boss move.
I have feelings and emotions just like any other human being.
And that I work hard. Being independent. I've been through some things.
I've done the work that it takes to get where I am today.
I love a good look. I love a good outfit.
Living in my truth 24/7. And I only speak reality. And I only speak truth.
And at the end of the day, I really just want to put people on.
We live just like anybody else.
That's what made my life real.
What makes my life relentless?
What makes my life relentless?
What makes my story relentless?
What makes my life story relentless?
What makes my life story relentless? because no matter what chapter of my life,
I stand for good. I stand for people that are standing in the dark.
My drive to actually be the change in the world that I want to see.
I take punch after punch.
To have a voice, to be heard, to be seen.
no matter how many rounds I go through in life, I have remained undefeated and self-made.
I create spaces by cultivating, motivating, and inspiring those around me.
And I still come out on top.
I'm still the champion.
So we have one more our topics, and I want to talk about our New Year's resolution when it came down to sex, love, and relationship. And I also want to raise this question to the co-host. Since we just got in 2023, right?
Days in.
We like 15 days in.
Days in.
14 days in.
Days in.
Have you had sex since?
Me?
As well as, do you have any New Year's resolution to come down to sex, love, and relationship? How you had sex though?
First, I have not. But I did not. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I did not, but I do want to explore my sexuality more. And that comes with the conversation with the person that you're having sex with or about to have sex with, you know.
So what do you mean by explore? You want to like more stuff in the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Like if a guy come up to me and says I'm versatile and I bought a toy, I won't. Oh, get away from me! I won't do that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know, I'll be like.
So you like? So question: how you play with toys before?
On myself.
Yeah, yes.
On myself. So you don't like it?
I can't get with that.
But it's the new year. You can do it.
No,
he can do it.
It's a toy.
It's
not the real thing.
But it does have batteries.
Good play with toys. There are a lot of
batteries.
toys. There's a lot of toys to play with.
And get you some good batteries.
Like I'll be on sex Twitter and people be like,
never done sex Twitter.
You don't be on watching this?
Never done sex Twitter.
Oh, baby.
Twitter is sex.
Baby. Yeah, it goes down. But it's the thing, I could never, because I was dating this guy, like, that's in our circle, like we was messing around, and he into that, like he used to wear like the little drawers, but you know how they do little ass. I don't like kinky stuff.
So you're vanilla.
It's giving very vanilla sex, Greg. It's giving.
No, I can have great sex.
No, we're talking about how great the sex.
We're talking about the scenery.
Oh yeah. I don't like sex outside. I don't like it in the car. I like traditional sex. At the same time, like one-on-one sex.
Oh, he has come from a cult.
Like it's giving.
No. It's something about that though. Like I could never. It's a toy. It is not the real deal. But it's a toy. It's a toy. It's nothing like a I wanna. You know.
You wanna? They have flesh filling ones. Yeah. They have flesh. I swear they have ones that feel just like your body.
That's one of my resolutions. I want to explore more toy stuff, like because I want to get into it. Like
But do you get horny?
Yeah.
I think I enjoy as a person. I enjoy masturbation. Like it's something that I enjoy. Like one of my favorite pastimes.
You know what?
And like playing with toys makes it more than just me and my hand and whatever. Or my imagination. It adds to imagination. Like everyone has this thing. Everyone has a kinky fantasy type of thing.
I've got my first co-host for my topic. He's going to be my first co-host. You're not a virgin, are you?
Oh, no, definitely. I've had sex a couple times this year. And then my birthday just passed. Of course I had sex.
We 14 days in.
14 days in and I had sex.
Did you have sex?
No, I wanted to.
What?
But I like a particular type of guy. I like...
You won't sway on that.
Typical
but you won't sway
DL
on
type
that.
of guy. Not really, no.
You like typical DL type of guys. Describe DL type of guys.
So I like a guy that have a girlfriend that's sneaky. It's something about that. I like
sneaky
an openly gay guy don't turn me on. But if I connect with him, like I could be. So this is how it works. I could be in a relationship with a gay guy. He's not my fantasy, but a straight guy is someone I can just have sex with. But a gay guy, I would have to connect with you emotionally for me to have sex with you.
So you have to turn your game on.
That makes sense. Not crazy.
You have to turn your game on. I get it because.
But I like Trey. Like I can get with Trey any day.
So if Trey want to play with the toys, it's giving no.
Trey don't want to play with
yes,
the toys.
Yes, they do.
But what if?
I don't like them.
We're not gonna try to act like Trey presents
if I see Trey in the gay club, if I see Trey in the gay club, they know I'd be like, I don't
so you like them walking in the gas station with their pants hanging down, bumping.
Yeah, but I don't want
denial.
I like
just giving in denial.
It can give in denial, but
long one or both parties.
But that's fantasy. Fantasy.
But the toy is fantasy as well because you're imagining
I can't get with.
So that's your definition of trade. I think what I've learned that people have different definitions. I mean, there's certain characteristics that are similar, but people have different definitions of trade. Because when I think trade, in my personal experience, like there are men that have been presenting as trade, but when you get in the bedroom as a whole, that presentation of like all this, is it flip flop? Is it this that?
Or is it the thug mentality?
Okay, it's a thug. Yeah, so let's say it's a fantasy. It's not even a thug because I have seen thug gay niggas. And it still turn me off when I see them, when I see their hand become like this.
Or they got a cross bag. Or,
yeah, it just turned me off. It's something about masculinity that turned me off. Because I feel like the society we're in now,
they want to feminize everything.
They want to feminize everything. And I don't like that though.
They do.
Masculinity should be celebrated.
And it should be masculine people in the world.
And I like the everyday type of guy. So if you look everyday, not no poly, like in my head, from where I come from, of course. A guy don't do something. A guy don't wear something. Those type of guys are like, he's not in the mix of the mix. He's not being gossipy. He's not doing different things. Leave that for the feminine side.
So being polished is feminine?
For me, yeah. I don't like polished.
You don't want a well-dressed man?
Oh, no. I like the everyday going to the field type of guy. Going to do
but he can do that and go to the field. Like,
even if he get dressed, it's like a little bullshit ass tie. Now, if he's too well dressed, it's
a no for you.
Yeah, it's
so you don't like guys with going to get their nails done every 2 weeks?
Hell no. No guy do that.
But in today's society, which I think there are still masculine men that do that.
I do too.
Yes, I think the definition of masculinity is definitely shifting, and I don't agree with y'all saying everything wants to be feminine. I think there's a point where we're celebrating femininity. When has femininity ever been celebrated?
Okay,
when has it been celebrated?
But at the same time, though, you celebrate. You don't have to down everything. And you got to use the term. Everything is not toxic masculinity.
I think people and every masculine guy is not toxic.
Thank you.
And every feminine person is not toxic as well. But I also think that when you come out as gay, the first thing that comes to people's mind is, oh, you want to work? Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Because it goes back to the first topic we had.
But that's not a
based up on the Western, based up on the Western culture for the gay community, they have feminized what it means to be gay. For me to be gay, based upon definition and purpose, is just me to be attracted to the same sex.
Point blank.
They don't have nothing to do with this. They have nothing to do with what I wear. It have nothing to do with where I go. So why do every gay person now is the youth? When they see the gay culture,
they go straight to the feminine side of the store.
Exactly, because that is what I'm saying.
I get it.
And that's my point.
I don't understand it, but I get it.
There's a way that two things can be true at the same time, and we haven't gotten to that in society. I think what happens with the trade, I think for our community, what happens with the celebration of trade is that men who are actually good men, who are gay men, who are some of us who are masculine presenting sometime, or like we have a feminine side, we get shut down because we don't fit a thug trade life mentality.
And we get shut down on the
other side because you're too feminine. You're not feminine enough for this side. So it's like there are ways we got to get in society where we can celebrate both those things at the same time. I think all the narratives need to be shown. We need to show all narratives, and the narrative that I'm tired of seeing is like the extremely feminine gay looking after the trade nigga. I'm so tired of that narrative. It's like there's a variety of
of course, it's a lot of that. And that's why I said though, my fantasy is the trade guy. But if I'm in a relationship, I would never be in a relationship with them because I know that would never go anywhere. I have no problem.
Put yourself through that though, friend.
Because it's
what happens when you start falling in love with this nigga that make you feel away?
I usually don't fall in love with him.
I do.
I treat Trey like that too.
I fall in love with him, honey. So,
no, you know what I'm saying? I treat him like a. But for me though, what I have discovered though is that they have good sex. Like no.
So your mind is sex. Your mind is not relationship.
Yeah. But no, it's not even that. I'm the feminine one. What I like to do with Trey, I like to fuck Trey.
What?
So my favorite type.
So you can fuck them, but you don't want them to flip their wrist or none of that.
Well, let me ask you guys this before we leave. Let me ask you guys this. So to me, I think you have to have some kind of feminine something to, because dick was not designed for the asshole.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. It is not.
It's not designed for the asshole. It feels good. God knows it does. It feels good.
It's a perfect fit.
But this is though.
So what if you're penetrating the guy and he makes a feminine?
Now that's hot. But when we get done,
No.
When we get done, I need this.
You want to bench him out while y'all having sex,
but when we walk out that door, most definitely. And for real though, like my Trey went to jail. He used to stay on jail, and he used to fuck me all the time. But when he came back, like he wanted to get fucked, and he really turned me on. So now I don't even like to get penetrated. I just like to fuck. He put me on there, and it's amazing.
What's amazing?
Like great. He had the best sex I ever had.
Really?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna send his number out to everybody. You call him and you find out and you report back to me.
Bust down.
And don't let no guys. We're gonna be right back, and yeah, we'll be right back. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. It was some good topics today.
Oh my God!
So how do you feel being the first day back?
I feel amazing. I'm so happy to see you guys. I feel back in the studio. I feel good. I feel blessed. I hope you guys feel the same way.
Yeah.
And do not forget to put comments in the comment section.
And also too, though, guys, Misha will be doing a segment every other episode or every 3 episodes where it's gonna be Misha, love, relationship, sex. So you got any question for Misha? You want some advice from Misha though, because she's very experienced. So she can give you some advice on how to handle the trade, how not to handle the trade, how not to handle the gay niggas, all of that. So write in your question to her. Just get in the comment section, things like that. And I want to thank you guys for joining us today. I want to thank our support, our fans for tuning in, but I also want to thank the co-host and for Dante.
We love you, Dante. Come back.
Wait to see you again. And until next time, guys, stay into peace and not pieces. Be blessed.